fans, thanks for clicking today's dreaded D-Rose Report. Happy birthday to Hall of Famer Johnny Roz. 75 years old, former WWF Intercontinental Champion Charles Wright, 52. The Godfather. Former TNA wrestler, remember old Cody Deaner? 32 years old, Dragon Gate star, Gamma. 40. One-time OVW Women's Champion, Nikki Knuckles. 29. I thought she was older than that, but sorry, Mickey. On this day in 2002, the wrestling world lost former ECW wrestler and XPW World Champion Alex Rizzo, just 34 years old. Big Dick Dudley. And Bill Goldberg, believe it or not, is going to be making a rare wrestling-related appearance on May 18th, Middleton, New York, at Wrestling Spectacular 1 convention. If you want to check out anything, there's a phone number you can find out information on. But you know, when Goldberg shows up there, do you think people are going to be chanting, "Ryback, Ryback"? Oh, boy, that would piss him off something fierce. All right, SmackDown General Manager Booker T. He's currently out of action because I told you a while back he was having elbow surgery. Booker T suffered a torn tricep and had to have surgery after getting an elbow infection because of his absence. The feud with Teddy Long was put on hold. The injury was described as a freak injury, not related to the ring, though. Ryback. Anyway, he's expected to be back on TV around the end of the month. WWE officials in development have told Sami Zayn, former El Generico, to slow down and not do so many high spots. Feeling is that he's really good, very intelligent, does good promos. Officials like spots that he does, but don't want him to do so many in a match. You know, slow it down, bring on some new stuff the week after that, and whatever. Some recent attendance figures for WWE. Raw, May 10th, Shreveport, 4,500 fans. Beaumont, Texas, the next day, 6,000. Raw, SmackDown did 5,000 fans in Odessa, Texas. And Raw, May 12th, drew about 5,500 fans in Fort Worth, Texas. And Amarillo, Texas, 3,000. I thought they would be drawing more than that, but I don't know, this time of year, I think people are a little funny with their money and got a lot of stuff going on, don't they? Except for you. Yeah, you. He's going to bite my nose, I think. Anyway, former WWE and ECW star Justin Credible, who's been talking about getting back into wrestling lately, was recently arrested in Waterbury, Connecticut, on charges of third-degree forgery and sixth-degree larceny. Credible was actually charged with 2 misdemeanors back in August of 2012, but the arrest on May 3rd. I don't know why they took so long to arrest him, but anyway, he was released on a $2,500 bond, and he's got to go back to court June 21st. Not sure, they don't say what it is, but it could be checks. I'm not sure. Kevin Nash tweeted following update on a possible tour with Scott Hall. He said, just finished talking to some UK promoters. Sure, someone's going to put this together. Apparently they can, huh? There's some talk within WWE that with the way officials looked at Triple H and Brock Lesnar's cage match on Raw, where Lesnar was easily knocked out of the cage, the whole reason they booked the cage match for Extreme Rules was because they didn't want to have to one to beat the other guy. While WWE officials have been really hot on JBL lately, which he's doing more announcing, as if you haven't noticed. If he's not doing that, he's climbing a hill somewhere. They want him to go. They want him to get working on new material, I guess. The feeling is that he repeats a lot of the same material because he's doing more shows lately. But if you're color commentating the match up there, the match is the same. What can I say? Now this FYI stuff that he does, that's all right. It takes me 2 or 3 times to remember anything anyway. And as noted before, on May 27th, Raw from Calgary will be Bret Hart Appreciation Night. I thought they did that once already, but maybe not. This will be for TV also, not just the local crowd. Bret is still having some trouble getting around. and is going through recovery process from his second knee replacement back in February. As noted before, Shawn Michaels, he'll be returning for that show. Please make a note of it. And May 24th, live Raw in Salt Lake City, it will be Shawn Michaels Appreciation Night. No word yet on, why they're doing a Shawn Michaels night for Friday in Salt Lake City, of all places. But JR noted on Twitter that he's going to be appearing for the festivities, and apparently other legends are going to be brought in also. And the April 27th episode of Saturday Morning Slam do about a 0.7, which I think they've been drawing awful close to 1 million viewers on Saturdays. Not quite getting there, I don't think. May 1st episode of the main event with Kofi Kingston and Antonio Cesaro drew about a 0.8 with 1,200,000 viewers. April 15th, Raw had 347,000 homes watching on DVR or tape delay, which that's the only way I watch it anymore. And speaking of Cesaro, noted before that some WWE officials feels he's boring, while others in the company feels that he's the top mix of things. And it's said that some of the people who thinks he's boring are some of the most important people in the company, though. However, it's the general feeling that Cesaro is right near the top of the best workers in the company, and is also described as having no real problems in the sense that most people in the locker room, they do respect him and think he's great in the ring and has no, drug or immaturity issues. I think he's good, but we kind of know what to expect from some of the people because we see him so often on TV. We already know their match. WWE has also shipped about 137,000 units of Punk's DVD in the past 11 months, 130,000 Attitude Era, 120,000 of NWO Revolution, 115,000 Undertaker Streak, 114,000 units of WCW Best of Nitro Volume 2. I haven't seen Volume 2 yet, I've seen 1. Love that stuff. Anyway, August 18th, WWE SummerSlam pay-per-view from Los Angeles, believe it or not, is officially sold out with the exceptions of some premium seatings, which you know what that means. And it appears WWE has dropped plans to do a DVD and feature film on Hall of Famer Gorgeous George, apparently. Originally, WWE Studios were going to do the movie, and then they changed their minds and wanted to do a documentary DVD, but people involved in the project haven't heard anything from WWE in a long time, so... And Hall of Famer Bruno Sammartino will be honored at the Allegheny Courthouse in Pittsburgh. Looks like Friday morning, 11 p.m. for the 50th anniversary of him winning the WWF title on that day back in 1963. You can see it on Bruno's. I think Bruno's got a YouTube page. Alright, as seen on Raw, AJ Lee defeated Natalya with the Black Widow submission move. WWE's website spoke to AJ about using the move that was she once used in WWE developmental. She says, "I've had it in my back pocket for a while." She says, "I'm not the strongest person in the world, so you can't let me trap myself with an opponent like a spider in a web." Ineffective. Says abdomen stretch and the neck is uncomfortable position, and opponents with their arms extended where they shouldn't be. She says, "I'm using all 115 pounds of my pure muscle and badassery to the fullest extent." Tonight's episode of Impact is going to be featuring Jay Bradley versus Christian York. Velvet Sky taking on Gail Kim, Kenny King taking on P.D. Williams, and Chris Sabin, must be a three-way. Daniels taking on Hernandez, D'Lo Brown taking on Joseph Parks, plus Sting taking on Bully Ray in a contract signing for Slammiversary. And well, looks like that's about it. Oh, TNA's events on May 10th is going to be in Birmingham, Alabama. Oh, it already was there. My fault. May 10th is gone. They drew 350 fans. Anyway, Rob Van Dam is teasing with TNA and WWE recently, but word is he's not been talking with TNA though. Rumors is that TNA is close to signing a deal for a new video game. And Jake the Snake Roberts teased on Twitter that he may be singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" at Atlanta Braves baseball game soon. I'm not looking forward to that. Billy Gunn, who's appearing on WWE NXT live event on May 17th from Leesburg, Florida, Bill DeMont will also be making an appearance there. WWE announced this week that they're going to be releasing new products in India, including a Back to the Series line. It's a new home video game featuring, I guess, The Rock, Steve Austin, John Cena. WWE is also joining a number of companies that are trying to get into the large Asian market. I don't think they're any bigger than we are. Alright, if there's some money over there, they're going to try and get it. Love Stephanie, don't you? And Vince. Hey, thanks for clicking, you guys. I gotta go.